What if I told you there are 7 industries about to explode in 2025? And if you position yourself correctly, you could be earning 6 figures remotely while others are still fighting for $50,000 a year office jobs. While everyone's chasing yesterday's careers, these 7 fields are creating millionaires. And the best part, most of these roles can be done completely remotely, and companies are desperately seeking talent right now. Hey guys, I'm Antoine Wade, and I've been tracking which remote careers will dominate the next decade. And if you want to stop trading time for money and start building serious wealth from anywhere in the world, hit that like button because I'm about to reveal the 7 career paths that will define the future of remote work. I've spent the last year analyzing labor market data, industry growth projections, and remote work trends across emerging sectors. And the careers that I'm sharing today aren't just high paying, they are positioned at the intersection of massive technological shifts and remote work adoption. These industries are experiencing unprecedented growth. AI is projected to grow 37% annually. Fintech is transforming global finance, and the green energy transition is creating entirely new career categories. The companies leading this revolution needs remote talent, and they're paying premium rates to get it. Most people are building careers in industries that are either stagnating or being automated away. They're climbing ladders in fields that won't exist in 10 years while missing the massive opportunities being created by the technological disruption. Meanwhile, the highest growth industries are remote first, meaning you can access global opportunities without geographical limitations. The real tragedy, while people debate whether remote work is sustainable, these 7 industries are proving that the future of high paying work isn't just remote, it's global, flexible, and incredibly lucrative for those positioned correctly. Every month you spend in a traditional career is a month that you're not building skills in industries that are creating unprecedented wealth. Look at these numbers. AI specialists earn 40% more than traditional software engineers. Fintech professionals command salaries 60% higher than traditional banking. Green energy careers are growing 5 times faster than the overall job market, and cybersecurity remote roles pay 25% more than on site equivalents. While you're thinking about someday transitioning into these fields, other people are building expertise and commanding premium salaries right now. Let's break down the 7 remote careers that will dominate 2025 and how to position yourself to capitalize on them. AI and machine learning specialists are literally building the future, and 86% of companies expect these technologies to transform their business by 2030. And this isn't just a career, it's positioning yourself at the center of the biggest technological shift in human history. And in this role, you will design, develop, and deploy intelligent systems that automate tasks, analyze massive data sets, and make business decisions. You will work on everything from recommendation engines to autonomous systems. And you can make a lot of money doing it, with the earning potential being $120,000 to $300,000 plus, with senior roles and consultants earning $500,000 plus a year. And the opportunity for you to be remote is extremely high because AI talent is globally scarce, making remote work the standard. And the growth projections for this field is 37% through 2030. And here's why this career is explosive. It's because every industry needs AI integration. Not only that, there's a massive talent shortage driving up salaries and remote first industry culture. And last, consulting opportunities can reach $500 per hour. And if you have analytical thinking, problem solving abilities, or any programming background, you can build towards AI specialization. Even non technical backgrounds can transition through AI product management or AI training roles. And here's the get started strategy. Your phase 1, which should be 1 to 3 months, you should complete Google's AI for Everyone course and learn Python basics. Your phase 2, which should be months 4 to 6, you should build portfolio projects using TensorFlow or PyTorch. And last is phase 3, which is months 7 through 12. You should apply for junior machine learning engineer roles or AI analyst positions. And let me give you a bonus so that you can accelerate. You can focus on specific industries such as healthcare, supply chain, AI, financial machine learning. Any of those will help you to accelerate your path. And here's a professional tip: specialize in a specific application, healthcare, finance, or marketing, rather than trying to be a generalist. Companies pay premium for domain expertise combined with AI skills. Every company is drowning in data, but starving for insights. And big data specialists turn information chaos into competitive advantages, and companies are paying incredible salaries for this skill. Now, here's what you will do in this role: you will collect, process, and analyze massive data sets to identify patterns, predict trends, and drive business decisions. And you will work with tools like Hadoop, Spark, and advanced analytics platforms. And boy, can you make a lot of money. Salary ranges from 95,000 to 180,000 annually, with senior architects earning 250,000 plus. And the opportunity to work remote is very high because data analysis can be done from anywhere. And this is one of those jobs that has a high growth projection because data creation grows 25% annually, driving constant demand. Now, big data analysts are used in many industries like e-commerce, where it looks at customer behavior analysis and recommendation systems. It is also used in healthcare, where they look at patient outcome predictions and treatment optimization. It is also used in finance for risk assessment and fraud detection. And last, it is also used in marketing for campaign optimization and customer segmentation. Now, if you are comfortable with Excel and have analytical thinking or understand business statistics, you can transition into big data. Business analysts, researchers, and anyone who works with data have relevant experience. And I would love to give you a learning path so that you can break into big data. First, you want to start with the foundation and learn SQL and basic statistics. Second, you want to master Python or R for data analysis. Third, you want to understand distributed computing and machine learning. And fourth, you want to focus on specific tools like Tableau, Power BI, and some of the other analytic tools that are out there. And here's a professional tip: start with business intelligence roles that pay $70,000 to $100,000 a year, then transition to big data engineering roles paying 120 to 180 as you build technical skills. Fintech is revolutionizing money itself, and digital payments, cryptocurrency, blockchain, robo advisors are all part of it. And engineers building these systems aren't just well paid, they are often given equity that creates serious wealth. And in this role, you will build and maintain digital financial systems, including payment platforms, trading applications, blockchain solutions, and banking infrastructure that handles billions in transactions. And you can make a lot of money doing it. You're talking about a salary that ranges from $110,000 a year to $220,000 a year, plus equity, with senior roles reaching 300,000 plus a year. And the opportunities to work remote is extremely high because fintech companies are remote first companies. And this is one of those jobs that will be in high demand for a very long time because fintech investment grew 2,100% in the last decade. Let's discuss the areas that you should consider specializing in. Consider blockchain and crypto because they pay from 130 to 250,000, and this is the highest growth area. Not only that, you have the payment systems, which pay from 120 to $200,000 a year, and this is a stable and in high demand area. And then you have robo advisory, which pays from 100 to $180,000 a year. And this is one of those areas where you get an opportunity to grow with wealth management digitization. And then you have regulatory tech that pays from 110,000 to 190,000. And this is where you'll be working with compliance and automation. And if you have a software engineering background, this is ideal, but also business analysts, financial professionals, and even customer service reps from financial companies can transition through fintech specific training. I'll share with you a career acceleration strategy. The first thing you want to do is learn financial concepts alongside programming, and then you want to build projects involving payments or financial calculations. And then you want to get familiar with regulatory requirements, KYC and AML. And then last, you want to consider fintech specific certifications. And here's a professional tip. Focus on security and compliance from day one. Fintech companies pay premium for engineers who understand both technology and financial regulations. Cybersecurity isn't just important, it is survival. And every company faces constant threats, and remote security analysts are the shields protecting billions in digital assets. And this field combines high pay with job security that's literally recession proof. And in this job, you will monitor networks for security breaches, investigate cyber attacks, implement security measures, and develop strategies to protect organizational data and systems. And you can get paid a lot of money with an earning potential from $85,000 to $160,000 a year, with senior consultants earning $200,000 a year plus. And the opportunities to work remote is excellent because security monitoring can be done anywhere from around the world. And this is one of those jobs that will be in high demand for a long time because there is a 31% growth projection through 2030, which is much faster than the average. Now, specializations is very important in these types of roles. And I would advise you to look into cloud security because it pays from 100,000 to 180,000, which is the fastest growing. Or look into incident response, which pays from 90 to 150,000. But this one is high stress and also high pay. But then you have compliance and risk, which pays from 85,000 to 140,000. And this is a stable and growing area. And then you have penetration testing, which most people think that is all cybersecurity. And it pays from 95,000 to 170,000. And it is specialized and well compensated. And if you have an IT support background, a network administration background, or any technical troubleshooting experience, it will provide you a nice foundation to transition into this type of field. Military individuals, law enforcement, and compliance backgrounds are also highly valued. And if you want to make six figures fast, here's a certification path that you should look into. Entry level certification should be a CompTIA Security Plus. It'll give you an opportunity to make from 65,000 to 85,000. At the intermediate level is a CISSP or CISM, and those certifications help you to make from 85,000 to 120,000. And for advanced level, a CISSP and a cloud certification, and those certifications will help you make from 120 to $160,000. And then there's a specialist area, and this is industry specific certifications where you can make $140,000 a year plus. And here's a pro tip: get the Security Plus certification first. It is the baseline for most cybersecurity roles and can be earned in 3 to 6 months of focused study. Now, before we continue with the remaining careers, let me share the framework that successful career changers use to transition into these high growth remote fields without starting over. Phase one is the foundations building, and it takes anywhere from 1 to 6 months, where you can do a skill assessment to identify your transferable skills from your current role. You can then do a learning strategy where you can focus on one core skill that bridges your target career area. Then you can start to network and connect with professionals in your target industry. And then you want to develop your portfolio. So create projects that demonstrate relevant capabilities. And the phase two is where you will bridge the opportunities, and this will happen in between months 6 and 12. Transition to roles. So find positions that use your existing skills while building new ones. And then you want to complete industry recognized certifications. And then you want to build complex portfolio pieces that showcase your experience. Experiences is key. And you want to make sure that you work on advanced projects. And last, you want to contribute to open source projects or industry discussions. Then there's phase three, where you position yourself so that you can land the role, which happens anywhere from 12 to 18 months. First up in this phase is to develop niche skills within your chosen field, and then make sure that you have a nice remote work setup and make sure you have everything that you need to work remote. And then you want to leverage market demand and proven skills for top compensation. So you want to negotiate your salary, and then you want to plan your advancement towards senior and consulting roles by looking at other roles that you can grow into. Now, here's the thing. Don't try to change everything at once. Use your existing skills as a bridge while systematically building expertise in high growth areas. Mental health is experiencing a revolution, and the stigma is disappearing, and telehealth is mainstream, and demand is exploding. And mental health counselors who embrace remote delivery aren't just helping people, they are building incredibly stable, well compensated careers. Now, here's what you will do in this role: you will provide therapy and counseling services via video platforms such as Teams and Zoom. You will develop treatment plans, conduct group sessions, and support individuals through mental health challenges. And you can do this while making a lot of money, because the salary ranges from $60,000 a year to $120,000 a year. And if you have a private practice, you can be making anywhere from $150,000 a year more. And the opportunities to work remote is excellent because telehealth is now standard practice. And this is a career that has experienced a 31% growth projection through 2030. There are many advantages to working remotely in mental health. The first one is you have a global client base, so you can serve clients regardless of the location that you are in. Not only that, it is flexible, so you can design your practice around your life. And there's lower overhead. So with no office rent or commute costs, that means your overhead is low. And last but not least, there's specialized niches, so you can focus on specific populations or issues, and this will drive up the money that you make. And there are many career path options, with each one paying differently. So the traditional employment, which pays from $60,000 to $90,000 a year, and you work at hospitals, clinics, or telehealth companies. There's also private practice, where you can make anywhere from $80,000 to $150,000 plus with direct pay and insurance clients. And then there's corporate wellness, where you can make anywhere from $70,000 to $110,000 a year, providing employee mental health services. And last but not least, there's specialized therapy, where you can make from $90,000 to $130,000 plus for specialized populations or techniques. Now let's discuss the education and licensing requirements. You may need a master's degree in counseling or psychology. You also may need state licenses, and this varies by the location. You will also need to have supervised clinicals, and this takes typically from 2 to 4 years. And there are also continued education requirements, where you will need to take additional training and get additional certifications. And here's a professional tip: you should specialize in high demand areas like anxiety, depression, or addiction treatment. Specialists can charge 50 to 100% more than generalists. The automotive industry is experiencing its biggest transformation since the invention of the car itself. Electric and autonomous vehicles aren't just trends, they are the complete replacement of traditional automotive technology. And in this role, you will be responsible for developing, maintaining, and troubleshooting autonomous and electric vehicle systems, focusing on software, diagnostics, and remote support systems. And you can make a lot of money with a pay range from $80,000 to $150,000 a year, with senior specialists earning $180,000 plus. And the opportunities to work remote is good for software and diagnostic roles, but limited for those who are in hardware roles. And there is growth projection for this type of a role because the electric vehicle market is growing 22% a year. Specializations allow for you to make a lot of money as well as niching down. And here are remote friendly specializations. Software development, where you can make from 90,000 to 160,000, which you will be responsible for autonomous driving algorithms. And then there's remote diagnostics, where you can make from 75,000 to 120,000, where you'll be responsible for troubleshooting vehicle systems. And then there is data analysis, where you can make 85,000 to 140,000, where you will be responsible for analyzing vehicle performance data. And then there is system integration, where you can make from 95,000 to 150,000, and you'll be responsible for connecting vehicle systems. And here are a few industry segments. You have traditional automakers such as Ford, GM, Toyota, and these are steady and these are established automakers. And then you have EV specialists such as Tesla, Rivian, Lucid. These are high growth and equity potential if you work for these companies. Then there are tech companies such as Apple, Google, and Amazon, and these pay the highest and also use cutting edge technology. And then you have suppliers such as Bosch, Continental, Tenneco, NVIDIA. These will give you the opportunity to have a stable career and diverse opportunities. Now, I want to share the skill development path that you should take. You should first look into basic programming and electronics knowledge. And then you want to learn vehicle systems and protocols. And then you want to specialize in AI, battery technology, or connectivity. And then you want to develop deep knowledge in specific vehicle systems. And here's a professional tip: focus on the software side of automotive technology. That's where the remote opportunities and the highest salaries are concentrated. The green energy transition isn't just about saving the planet, it's creating some of the most stable, well paying careers of the next decade. Wind energy specialists who master remote monitoring and diagnostics are positioning themselves perfectly. And in this type of a job, you will monitor wind turbine performance remotely, diagnose issues through advanced sensors, and optimize energy production and coordinate maintenance activities. And you can make a lot of money with the earning potential ranging from 65,000 to $110,000 a year, with specialized roles reaching $130,000 plus. And the opportunities to work remote is growing rapidly for monitoring and diagnostic roles. And this is a field that is experiencing a lot of growth. Wind energy jobs are growing 68% through 2030. And there are a lot of remote opportunities in wind energy. Here are some: performance monitoring, where you can make $60,000 to $90,000 a year and you will be analyzing turbine data remotely. And then there is predictive maintenance, where you can make from 70,000 to 110,000 and you will use AI to prevent failures. And then there is grid integration, where you can make from $75,000 a year to $120,000 a year, and you'll be responsible for connecting wind farms to the power grid. And last, there is project management, which is my favorite, and you can earn from 80,000 to 130,000, and you'll be responsible for coordinating wind farm development. And there are many advantages to this career. You're talking about government mandates driving consistent demand, which gives you job security. And then you have wind farms worldwide that need remote support, which gives you the ability to work around the world and have that level of flexibility. And then there is working with cutting edge to Internet of Things and AI systems, which is the technology integration part. And then you will have purpose-driven work contributing to the environmental sustainability. Now I'm going to share with you a transition strategy so that you can get a remote role. First, you want to learn renewable energy fundamentals, and then you want to understand data analysis and monitoring systems. And then you want to develop knowledge of the electrical grid operations. And then you want to focus on predictive maintenance and Internet of Things technology. And here's a professional tip. The future of wind energy is predictive maintenance and AI optimization. So position yourself at the intersection of renewable energy and data analytics for maximum career potential. Now I'm going to share the advanced strategies that separate six-figure remote professionals from everyone else competing for the same opportunities. The first strategy is global market arbitrage. And I would tell you like this, you should work for companies in high-paying markets while living in lower-cost areas. Then target US and European companies while living in lower-cost regions, and then negotiate salaries based on market rates, not local cost of living. Then use remote work to access opportunities that are impossible with geographic limitations. And strategy two is to have multi-industry expertise. So develop skills that apply across multiple industries. For example, AI skills plus healthcare knowledge equals healthcare AI specialist. And then become the bridge between technical capabilities and industry needs, and you will have the ability to command premium rates for specialized cross-functional expertise. And the third strategy is to build a path so that you can become a consultant. So use full-time roles to build expertise in your network, then transition to consulting where you can earn 2 to 3 times typical hourly rates, and then develop repeatable processes and frameworks, and then scale through the training opportunities and build agency models. And the fourth strategy is to skill stack. So always be learning the next relevant skill and stay ahead of the industry trends and the technology shifts, and build skills that complement rather than replace existing expertise, and then position yourself for emerging roles before they become competitive. And the fifth strategy is to make sure that you optimize your environment at home for remote work. So perfect your home office setup for maximum productivity. Then master remote collaboration tools such as Teams, Zooms, and other tools that exist out there. Then develop systems for managing multiple clients or projects, and then build a reputation as someone who delivers exceptional remote work. And the sixth strategy is to network effectively, because that's going to be where your leverage comes in at. So connect with other high-level remote professionals and share opportunities and collaborate on larger projects. Then build relationships with hiring managers and recruiters and create a personal brand that attracts opportunities rather than chasing them. Now, here's your complete 18-month roadmap to transition into a six-figure remote career in one of these high growth industries. In your first 2 weeks, you want to complete skills assessments and choose your target career. In weeks 3 through 6, you want to begin foundational learning, such as courses and taking certification. In weeks 7 through 12, you should start building basic portfolio or project examples. The goal is clear direction and initial skill development. Now let's move to months 4 through 6. You want to complete major certifications or comprehensive learning. Months 7 through 9, build advanced portfolio projects showcasing your real skills. And most importantly, you want to connect with professionals in your target industry. Months 10 to 12, you should be applying for entry to junior remote positions in your target field. Months 13 to 15, gain experience while continuing your skill development. And your salary that you should be targeting for the first remote role is from $60,000 to $90,000 per year. And the goal within your first 10 to 15 months is to successfully transition to remote work in your target industry. And from months 16 to 18 is where you will be optimizing and growing and making a whole bunch of money. So you should be developing specialized expertise within your chosen field. And then you should be mastering high value tools and techniques and establish a reputation for a go-getter in building those professional relationships. And after being in this industry and working in this industry for 16 to 18 months, the goal is to position yourself for promotion or higher paying opportunities. And once you've been in this industry for 2 years, that's where you're talking about wealth building. So The first thing you should be looking at is in progressing your salary. So target $100,000 plus roles through specialization and expertise, and develop expertise for premium consulting rates, and then use high income to build wealth through investments. And the goal after being in this industry for 2 years is to achieve financial independence through high value remote work. Now I'm going to share with you some success metrics and milestone metrics. So by month 6, you should have completed major certifications and have a basic portfolio. By month 12, you should be actively interviewing for remote positions in your target field. By month 18, you should be earning at least $75,000 in the remote role with clear growth paths. And then by month 24, you should be making $100,000 plus with potential for consulting or advanced roles. Now, let me share 3 transformation stories from my community members who use these exact strategies to build 6-figure remote careers. Take Jennifer. She was a marketing manager earning $55,000 in a traditional office role. She spent 14 months learning machine learning and AI applications in marketing. Now she's an AI marketing specialist at a SaaS company earning $135,000 working remote, helping to optimize customer acquisition through predictive analytics. Now let's move on to Marcus, who worked as a bank teller for 8 years, earning $35,000 a year. He leveraged his financial industry knowledge while learning programming, and after 18 months of focused learning and a portfolio building, he landed a Fintech engineer role at a digital payments company, earning $115,000 and working remotely. And then there's Sarah, who was a high school teacher earning $48,000 but feeling burnt out. She completed her counseling master's degree while teaching, then transitioned to telehealth counseling. Now she runs a remote private practice, earning $95,000 a year with complete schedule flexibility. 7 industries, unlimited remote opportunities, the potential to build serious wealth from anywhere in the world. Which of these future-proof careers excites you the most? What's your biggest obstacle to making the transition? Drop a comment below and let me know your plan. I've created the complete high-growth remote career blueprint with detailed learning paths, salary negotiation strategies, and industry-specific resources for each of these 7 roles. Click the link below and join my Patreon to download it and get access to it. The future of work isn't just remote. It is highly paid, globally accessible, and available to anyone willing to position themselves correctly. Your 6-figure remote career is waiting. Now let's make it happen.